Hello there everyone. Today I'm going to talk a little about the Pro tube-fly system. The Pro tube-fly system is very diverse and have a lot of different potential and a lot of different opportunities. That's also why I've changed completely. So all my tube flies are tied on the Pro system. The only tube fly materials I have in the shop is Pro system, and well, I generally just am 100% behind the idea and about the thoughts that is involved in this Pro system. First of all, of course, what is important to talk about is the tubings. There are two different types of Pro tubes. There are the classic tubes, which is, well, basically just a number of different tubes in different colors, and the only ones I have in the shop is the diameter which all of this different stuff fits on. So you can buy the Pro tubes in classic tubes, which is these lengths that you then cut out what you need and attach whatever piece of US tube you need, and then glue this on. This is one way you can use the Pro system. The other way, and which for me is the preferred option, is to get these nano tubes. These comes in two different colors, black and clear, and these fits every single other piece of gadget you can find on this table. So what you do is you just take one of these nanotubes out, and you add to this the type of weighting you like, and then when you have tied your fly, you just attach whatever you think is appropriate to the other end of this, like so, for instance. So the Pro nanotube has this small dentation, this small groove at the bottom, but also this small edge that makes sure that whatever you put on here sticks there and do not run any further back. So what you want to do is you want to attach whatever you like here, and then just tie your fly, kind of like you can see I've done on this one, with a couple of hackles and maybe a wing of rabbit, and then you're done. And that's the beauty of this system. It's so easy. Well, so after you've tied your fly, what this lower portion of the tube is actually some bars for if you want to attach a Pro hook guide, because Pro makes these hook guides that is prepared and ready and fits very neatly on these tubes, on these nanotubes, like so. Well, those were the tubings. Then of course there is this whole variety of different stuff you can use. What I'm going to talk about first is I'm going to talk about the drop weights and the 4 different types of weights you can add. The drop weights is the heaviest one, or the second heaviest one, the heaviest one of normal metal, and it has kind of like the shape of a drop. It comes in 4 different sizes, 4 different colors, and well, very great and very diverse. You can make any tube fly you like, combining different sizes of these drop weights. You see? 4 different colors, 5 different colors, 4 different sizes. The other part that is kind of unique to the Pro system is these tungsten beads, which fits the system. Tungsten is one of the materials, one of the basic materials that has the highest density of all. So if you really want a fly to fish directly as soon as it hits the surface, you want to attach one of these, or want to fish very deep, you want to attach one of these tungsten beads. They're called I can't recall that, but they're tungsten and they are very good. Very nice. The third option is a bullet weight. A bullet weight assembles a projectile, and that's why it's called a bullet weight. It looks like this on the tubing, and well, it's a bit heavier than just a traditional US tube, but it's not as heavy as either the drop weight or the tungsten one. The final part is just a regular US tube, kind of like a metal tubing that fits onto the system and works as well as the other two as body of the fly. So you can just tie some hackles and a wing and some jungle cock and or some flesh, and then you're golden. Comes in four different colors, four different colors, and I have it in 2 different diameters, 0.5 centimeters and 1 centimeter, which is the best options. Once you've done this, there is once you have added some weight to your fly and you've tied your fly, there are 3 different ways you can actually end your fly. You can use a sonic disc or a cone head or a sonic disc made of plastic. As you can see here, I have tied some flies already here. This is made with a tungsten. A small tungsten bead in here, and then you have to finish off the fly you have a small sonic disc in metal. The sonic disc in metal are very nice and comes in 3 different sizes and a lot of different colors, and they create a lot of turbulence around your fly and makes your fly swim even more lively than without. The the cone head, the pro cone head, which is attached to this fly, for instance, is just to add a bit more, to give the fly the opportunity to move a bit more water, but also to add some more weight. So if you want a fly that really fishes deep, you can see it on this fly. I've used the biggest drop weight and a cone head to add some more weight, because this is a fly I want to fish very deep. So this is just to add some more weight and makes a nice finishing touch on your fly. The last thing is these sonic discs, but in plastic. These are very good for either pike flies, where I use them a lot, or for very big wake flies. In Denmark we fish a lot of sea trout in the night, and a lot of times you need to have a fly that really moves a lot of water in order for the sea trout to actually grab it. And these really come in handy, because they make your fly swim just underneath the surface and move a lot of water. So you will, as this fly is swinging across the river, it will make a gigantic wave, which will get the sea trout's attention. So they're good for that, but they're also good for pike flies to make your pike flies move a lot of water as a finishing touch. The last thing, or the second to last thing, is the Pro soft heads. The Pro soft heads is just magnificent. If you don't want to muck about with UV curing glue and stuff like that, you can just apply one of these soft heads as a finishing touch to well, almost any bait fish imitations or pike fly. They come in 5 different sizes, from a size extra small, which suits great for goby patterns and sand eel patterns, and then they come up all the way up to XL. This is an XL made on a shank and on a size 0.4 hook, so it's well, this is a fairly decent big fly, and the eye here is 12 millimeter in diameter, so this is the biggest one. But they are very nice, very easy to use, and I've made numerous videos describing exactly how to use these. So the final thing I need to talk a little about is these pro jungle cocks, which is the best artificial jungle cocks there is around. I've never seen anything as beautiful as this, and they're very durable, and they're made on something that is similar to paper, so they do not influence the movement of your fly in the water. You can get a lot of bird's eyes and stuff like that that is made of thick plastic, and if you use something made of thick plastic, then if they're not completely correctly attached on opposite side of your fly, if there's just a small difference from where it's located, then your fly will kind of like go like a propeller in the water. These does not do that, especially if you stretch them out a little, make them a bit more flexible. The absolute last thing is Pro also has a lot of propellers in different sizes that you can just put over your line and just put in front of any fly you like. So this is kind of like an add-on on the final stage of your fly if the water is murky and you wanted to move more water or something like that. Otherwise, this was a fast and quick introduction to the Pro tube fly system, a system that I find is very easy to use, and all the stuff I have in the shop fits together. So you can't buy, for instance, let's say some kind of tube, and then the weighting you're buying don't fit and stuff like that. You see a lot of other places. I only have stuff in the shop that goes together, that fits together. So you can't go wrong, which I think is great. Thank you very much for listening. Tune in for more videos and remember to subscribe. Thank you.